Good morning. My name is Brenda from Anytime Fitness and we're starting another week of quarantine. Today we're going to be working butt and gut and we're going to do it standing so that everybody can add a little cardio in with their abdominals, and we're going to be doing some leg work for our butt. So why do we work butt and gut? Because it's not just looking pretty, it's about strengthening those muscles so that they hold you in tight and take pain out of your lower back. So start with just some marching. And for you folks who have music at home, remember if you're having trouble getting going in the morning, get some music on, something that's just get your blood moving and get yourself ready that way. Get yourself a little caffeine. You prep for a workout exactly like you would prep for a doctor appointment. Let's go side to side, just warming up those side muscles. So sometimes you're just not in the mood. The sun's not shining, you're not on your bike, it's not happening for you, but you have to work other muscles besides your leg muscles outside walking or working there. So the way you do that is you get the music going and you get yourself a little caffeine, or you get yourself mentally to look at some pictures of where you want to go, think about how your life is going to change when you have more energy, and then go from there. So we're going to go ahead and go with leg taps. Go to the diagonal, push out to the diagonal, and you don't want a lot of bend in your knee, you're just tapping out. All right. So everything's going to be for 45 seconds on the cardio, and then however many sets you need to do in order to do your legs. I have a rock in a bucket. You can get as big of rocks as you want. You can add logs, firewood. You can pick up anything that you can hold in your hand, either one hand or two hand, for our deadlifts and that type of work. And it needs to be heavy enough to really feel it. So even a 5-gallon bucket of water. All right, go ahead and butt kick side to side, warming those quad area up and doing a little bit of stretching. All right, and I have a chair today, so I'm going to work off of a chair, but for those of you who can get on the floor, you can do kickbacks and things like that on the floor, on your hands and knees, whatever works for you. All right, so we're gonna start adding in a little abdominals for 45 seconds. It's going to be one hand up, opposite knee. You go at your pace, and if you need to modify because you have a shoulder issue here, and if you get tired, you just slow it down. And if you have a balance problem, you just hang on to a wall or a chair. So just adding a little work, we're at 15 seconds. Every time you bring that knee to the elbow, squeeze your belly, squeeze. So if we're gonna do cardio, might as well add a little bit of abdominal work with it. And every time you do an abdominal move, you wanna squeeze the belly, pull it in, and breathe out. We've got 10 seconds. And then we're gonna go to the other side, but we're gonna stop in the middle, and we're gonna do a leg, a deadlift. So, and done. All right, so get your weight. When I pick up a weight, people get injured is not in the gym where the equipment is all set up for them. It's at home doing things. So we never pick up with our knees. Instead, we get our butts back, pick up our weight, tighten our butt, and push in. You can keep a flat back, still keeping your knees behind your toes. And from here, we're gonna do a straight leg deadlift. So you can have a little softness in the knees, but typically you're pretty much straight, no bend. It's not a squat, keep your back flat. As you come over with your back, you tighten your butt, and then you tighten your butt even tighter coming in. So tighten your butt going back, and tighten your butt even coming in. Even if you don't have enough weight, by keeping your butt engaged that entire time, you have the ability to use it a little more. So how do you tell how deep you come in a deadlift? If you come down and then you start to round, then you're going too far. And if you go down so far that your lower back has to pick you up a little ways before your butt can push you in, then you're going too far. If you're feeling it in your lower back, don't go down as low, okay? So we're gonna do about 2 more, and then we're gonna do the other side of our abs. So this is our rest, our butt work, and our abs is our cardio work. So other hand, other knee, go. You know, it's hard for me to get up in the morning too. Trainers don't necessarily look like models. I'm a lot older than most of the trainers you're gonna see in the gym. I'm getting close to 60 now, but being a kid that struggled with my weight, and the kids nowadays struggle even more with their weight because they're used to fast food and the faster lifestyle than we did with our home cooked meals. I always had to stay active. Unfortunately, you know, kids were active when I was growing up. So knowing that you have to stay active, and done. Let's go back to another deadlift. There are days you don't feel like doing it, but you have to do it. I'm gonna be working out in the yard today. I'm gonna be helping my husband finish a bridge. I'm gonna be doing some weeding, eating, and I'm hoping to ride my bike up to the barn, which is about 4 miles. But you know what? That doesn't count. You still need to lift weight, which is heavier than your body weight that you're working with, because those are the muscles that catch you. You have to be stronger than you are walking around doing your daily life and your daily bike rides, because those are the muscles that catch you when you fall, your muscles that are really jumping in quick when you go sideways or you hit a rock or something. So let's do 3 more, and 2 more, and 1 more. Okay. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna go to the diagonals. I'm gonna alternate those diagonals now. So again, squeezing in every time, adding some movement, going at your pace. So now you guys are fortunate enough, if you look at your cup half full, as to be home where you can plan your meals. You can plan your day. It's not just a free-for-all on the way to work or on the way to school. So since you have that ability, now's the time to build good habits, planning ahead. What am I gonna eat today? What do I need to pack if I go somewhere and do something out in the yard? What are my snacks? By you cooking ahead and figuring that out, when you go back to work or the kids go back to school, you now have a healthier lifestyle than you did when you just ran and grabbed fast food. We've got 5 seconds, and done. Alrighty. We're gonna move into a 1-leg deadlift. And the way we do that is you can, if you're holding a piece of firewood or something, you're gonna have to kind of hold it in one arm. You guys who are bigger and stronger. And you can hang on to something. It's not necessarily a balance move, although it can be. So if you're holding a chair, mine isn't holding heavy, high enough for a chair. If I'm holding on to something, I want my body to come over like a plank. So when I come over, I use my butt muscle to tighten up and push myself back in, just like I did with the 1-leg deadlift. The only difference is I'm not going to be using my back. So you don't want to come over, pick up with your lower back. You want your whole body to come over and use your butt muscle on the leg that you're standing on to push you up. So here's 3, 4, and at any point you can let go and use balance. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And for you guys who are a little bit more fit, absolutely, you have the ability to do more sets. So just stop the video, do more sets at any point. If you figure out that's not enough weight, then stop the video, add some more weight, and continue from there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alrighty, going back to a cardio move. This time we're gonna do our diagonal straight on. So when I have 1 leg, 1 arm, instead of coming across my body, it is knee to the same arm so that I get those upper and lower abdominals. And so you're just going to pull from there, okay? Pick up your speed. You want to feel breathless when you're done, and you want to feel like you're pulling in those abs and using them. So while we're doing this, I just want to share with you for a moment. We'll post this also. We've been having people here at Port Angeles Anytime Fitness call in and let us know that they need their month zeroed out, their dues, or frozen because we could not get a hold of our billing company. It's 30 seconds, we got 15 more. We've gotten a hold of our billing company now, and as of April 10th, everybody is frozen across the board for the next month until May 10th. And then if we need to do another month, we will. So just letting you know that after April 10th, you will not be drafting. Those people that we could, we zeroed out before then. And we'll take it step by step because it's the right thing to do. And we don't want to hurt anybody during this quarantine time. But still, click in on our videos, follow us, and spend the time taking care of yourself. And again, it's not just pour down just Anytime Fitness. The whole world needs exercise. So tag your friends on Facebook and have them join us so that people can learn how to work out at home and how to take care of themselves, okay? We're gonna do another 10. So again, straight over, tighten your butt and come back. Hang on to something if you need to. 3. The key to balance, if you're balancing, is you tighten your butt and your tummy and you keep your leg nice and tight so that you can come over, but having something close so that you can grab it if you need to. Everybody has better balance on one side than the other, so don't worry if you have to tap down. The reality is what you're trying to do is get a little bit leaner and fitter, and your balance will come as you practice. 2. Alrighty, let's go back to front abdominal crunches. So if you were laying on the floor, it would simply be an abdominal crunch like a jackknife. But here we're bringing arm to knee. We need to do the other side though. So other side, and go when you're ready. Squeeze. So one of the benefits of doing abdominals like this is, first of all, you get the abdominals. But another reason is you're doing your work off of one leg, which in itself is a balance activity. And then we're adding cardio because we're getting that hand above our heart rate, and we're moving fast enough to breathe a little fast. So we're at 30 seconds. We have 15 seconds to go. Just keep moving. If you get tired or if you get winded before we get done, then just stop. But if you're not winded, pick up the pace, or you can do it off a stair step, and done. So I've got a stair here. If you had to, on your stair, do it like this to get that heart rate up so that you've also got a stair step coming up, then you can do that, whatever works for you. Last set of these one leg deadlifts. So again, find your place you want to be. Over you go, and squeeze back up. So my hand is on the same side as my leg when I'm trying to balance, because as that leg goes out, I want the leg to balance the weight and my butt to squeeze me in. But honestly, there's no right or wrong. If you want it in the other hand so that you can hang on to something and do the work, that's okay. Whoops. Whoops. Find your focal point, tighten your butt. Everybody will stumble sometimes, but you have to go at your pace and do what you want. And you might find that you get tired when you start hitting the second or third step and you need to hang on to something. So tighten your butt and tummy. Over you go the other way. We're doing sets of 10 today, by the way. That one wasn't very good. I'm going to do that again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Consciously push in with your butt when you're doing that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have a bench to put it on. All right, last set of these forward. I'm going to alternate sides. Stop and get a drink anytime you need to. So always these workouts are done at your pace. And you simply turn off the video and come back when you're done. But don't turn it off long enough that you feel like you're going to lose your momentum. Here we go. Push one side, push the other, and rotate. So I got to get this right. Like you're climbing up a ladder, and every time I'm squeezing. That takes a little coordination. If you need to, just do it on one side for 15 seconds, the other side for 15 seconds, whatever you need to do. So I'm still crunching up with my knees, crunching down with my shoulders. We just hit 30 seconds. We have 15 seconds left. is up. If you're really getting those hands up tall and your heart rate's up a little bit, walk around, catch your air before you start going into your next move. We will be doing one leg deadlifts, but we're gonna hit that diagonal muscle. So typically we work forward and backwards, which gets that back muscle. Sometimes we do side things, side lunges, that gets a side muscle. But there's always that 3/4 butt muscle, which is kind of your helper muscle, but it rounds out and tightens your butt in that area. That normally doesn't get worked when you do normal machines and things at the gym or work at home doing deadlifts. So I'm gonna put my feet side by side. I'm gonna put one foot ahead of me at a diagonal, and that foot can point out at the diagonal. So if I'm facing the front of the room, that's the diagonal. You can put your toe down, or you can put your toe up if you want to make sure you're keeping all your weight on this back leg, but you can put your toe down. So the movement is going to be, my hip is going to come back, so that shoulder to knees, and then I'm going to push with this side butt to that side. Hip is going to come back, straight back, push to the side. If you come back a little bit to that side, it's okay, but keep this foot straight and don't roll over that foot. So whether you come back or whether you come back to the side, it's okay. The movement is at a diagonal forward. Your back stays straight, you can add weight. So hip goes back, push forward, take your toe up if you need to, 2. You want this butt, this side butt muscle to be tight going down, tighter coming up. Keep your tummy tight the entire time, 4. You want to feel it in the side, 5. If you think about which muscle you're using, your body will engage it more. 8, 9, 10, and then when you're doing that, the way to tell if you're doing it wrong is if that knee's coming forward instead of your butt going back. So bring your feet together again. Other foot goes out, pointed at a diagonal in front of you. I'll start with my weight. So again, hip comes back at the diagonal or straight back, but pushes forward to the diagonal. Hip comes back. You can pick up the toe if you need to, whoopsie, to really make sure that you're keeping that weight on the toe, and think about this 3/4 butt muscle pushing forward. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and from here we're going to work on sides. So the side muscle is simply, if you're hanging on to something, it's picking up this hip, okay? And if you want to add that crunch in the middle, the same thing happens is when my elbow is here, I pull down to my hip, pull down to my hip, pick up your speed. 45 seconds. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Go at your pace. You can let go if you want. It becomes a balance move. We're at 15 seconds. Keep pushing through. We're at 30 seconds, guys. 10 seconds to go. Keep pulling. If you're tired, just stop. Remember, all this is designed to do is while you're working, get your heart rate up. So when your heart rate is up, done, then you're done, okay? Grab that weight again. Gonna go again for that butt muscle. So stand straight. Leg goes out to the diagonal, toe pointed that way. You can come up on that toe if you want to. The work is shoulder coming down so that the butt goes back. Squeeze forward. Back, forward. 3, squeeze. 4. Now we're going to go back into some of that stuff that we've been teaching you, which is you need to make it harder each time if you can, because your starting weight that you worked with was kind of your warm-up weight. So we're at 10. We're going to do 5 more. 5. Keep your butt tight. 4. So you're not just falling back. You tighten that butt, and it's tight going down, and it's tighter coming up. Don't let go of it. It's tight going down. It's tighter coming up. 2 more, nice and slow. Slowing it down to work it a little harder for that last 5. Feet back together. Other foot goes out at the diagonal in front of you. Come up on the toe if you want. Hip goes back, tight. Push it forward, back, and forward. Squeeze it up. You should be able to feel that muscle working. and 4. So sometimes getting your form right is simply thinking about the muscle you're squeezing, because if you squeeze the right muscle, it's going to push you in the right place. Last 5, nice and slow. Squeeze, tight going down. Squeeze, tight going down. Squeeze it harder, and keep those belly muscles tight, because remember, the belly and butt works as a team to keep the pressure out of your lower back, okay? So, and remember, you can be hanging on to something. Anybody can do these moves. You can be a little teeny bit of the move and squeezing in. You don't have to be going as low as me, and you can be hanging on to something. So really, that is no longer an excuse, I can't afford a gym membership. I don't know how to work out at home because I don't have weights, and I can't do it because I can't get on the ground, because all exercise can be done standing or sitting if you need to. And so really, you don't look for a way out, you look for a way to make yourself better. You've got this. Here we go. We are going to do the other side. So I'm going to hold on here. Hand is up, or hand is here if you got a shoulder injury. This leg is just coming out from the hip, straight out from the hip. So as it comes out, you grab, and then you go at your pace. Going for 45 seconds. We're at 5. Squeeze. Every time you want to feel that side muscle picking up your leg. Keep breathing. Go at a fast enough pace that you feel like you can maintain balance, that you're using your abdominals, and that you're getting that heart rate up. 25 seconds. Keep moving. You're at 30 seconds. You got 15 to go. Speed it up if you're not winded. Slow it down if you're having trouble control it. Last few seconds, and done. Walk it out. All right. Last set of these diagonal deadlifts. So pick up your weight. Feet are forward. Foot is out at front in a diagonal. Toe is up. This time, we're going to go fast for 5. We're going to go ultra slow for 5. And then we're going to go medium for 5. So starting with hip back, hip forward. Here we go. Push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. 2, 3, 4. Push. 2, 3, 4. Up. 2, 3, 4. Hang on to something if you need to. Don't go as low. 3. Here we go. 4. Last one, we're going to do a 2 count. Here we go. Down, 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, 2. Okay? Butt is still tight going down, tighter going up, tight going down, tighter going up. On the last one, we're going to stay down. So when you're here, hold that butt tight for a count of 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, push up. Okay? Other side, feet together. 1 foot forward, at a diagonal. Come up if you need to. We're going to do 5 fast. So start by getting your hip back, pushing forward, get the move. Here we go for 5. 1, keep your butt and your tummy tight as a unit. 3, 4, you don't want that knee going forward, so your butt's coming back. Now it's slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3. One more, and then we're going to go into 2 counts. So here we go for 2 count. Down, 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, 2. One more, and we're going to hold it at the bottom. So hold it at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Keep it tight, and squeeze up. Nice. All right, going to go ahead and we're going to do our sides again. So this time we're going to do 20 seconds on one side, 20 seconds on the other side. Okay, so hand is up, leg is coming out. This is the move, and go. Keep moving. Okay, we're at 10 seconds. 15. Now we're at 20, other side. 5. Actually, we're hitting 10. 15. You're almost there. And done. Walk it out. Get yourself a drink of water. We're going to change moves. One more move today. So we're going to actually just use that butt muscle straight out behind us. If you have a band, you can put the band across your knees. Your body weight works fine because gravity means your legs are going down and we're pushing up. I'm going to use a bench to show a modification. You can also modify on the wall and you can be on the floor. So when my leg is bent at 90 degrees, I'm pushing with my heel. I'm pushing right through my butt and I want to push back tight enough that I feel it pushing through my butt. If you're using a chair, foot is at 90 degrees. Try not to hit that wall. Foot is at 90 degrees when you're pushing up so that you're pushing up to the sky like that. And we're going to do 15. If you're on the ground, you're on hands and knees. So flat back for 15. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stop if you're tired. If you do 2, you're still doing well. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Other leg. Comes up and push up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay? All right, so we're going to rotate through those diagonals again. With our cardio, we're going to hit each area. So opposite hand, opposite knee. If you need to make these harder, get on a stair and step up as you do that. So you can be stepping up, and you can make it into a skip. Okay? So your level, or you can just squeeze. Here we go for 45, go. We're at 10 seconds. A little bit of twist in your upper body so that you're hitting those diagonals. We're at 20 seconds. This is our last 3 exercises, and you're warm. So really try and add a little bit more oomph to it and bring your heart rate up a little higher without gasping and feeling like your heart is racing and you're going to pass out. We have 5 seconds. And done. All right, guys, walk it out. Drink of water. We're going to do some of those butt raises, foot raises again. So another way you can do that, when you get your foot bent, you're going to feel that in the back of your leg, your butt, and even some tiredness in your feet because the blood is leaving them. So turn it off. If your heart rate's too high, walk around. Come back when you're ready. We're going for 15 on either side. Make sure that you turn the video off if you're tired and do what you can, even if you just do 1 or 2. Go. 1, 3, 4, 6. 14, 15, switch sides, push. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So let me show you, if that's hard for you to do, just pick up your foot a little bit. We'll do it this way next time because just picking up your foot does the same thing. It adds weight to your butt. Okay, we're going to same side. We'll do same side for 20 seconds, same side for the other 20 seconds. So you're right here. Again, you can step on a chair or you can add a little hop. Okay, and go. Squeeze. We're at 10 seconds. If you need balance, hang on to something. Remember, there is a modification for everybody. 15, we're fixing to switch sides. We're at 20, other side, here we go. So guys, working out is really not about looking good. Usually when you're done, you're a sweaty mess. Who cares? The gym is really not where you're picking up people. It's where people go to get just a little bit healthier and to learn how to do some exercise. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, done. Walk it out. So women, typically, women are terrified to go into the gym because for 20 years, we saw guys on steroids and they're big, huge, bulky, and sweaty guys, and they're terrifying. So women don't like to go to the gym. Guess what? If you see somebody who has bulky muscles, they are specifically doing exercise in a way to bulk up, which is not how we're doing, or they are doing some steroids or something they shouldn't. So either way, whether they're doing it naturally or not, there's specifics and we're not doing that. When you walk into a gym, you see white-haired little old people working out. You see middle-aged people. You see young moms with kids. It's not about picking up somebody or finding a model in the gym just because we saw that on TV. What it is normal people like you and I, at whatever age, just trying to get a little healthier. So plan on continuing these workouts at home. When you get done with this, you can scroll back through them, or come into the gym. We'll show you some new ways, because when you kind of are getting into it and it becomes a habit with you, you want to know 100 different ways that you can do exercises. So you have different angles of your muscle. Your chest has flies, your chest has straight on, your chest has inclines, your chest has declines, and then all the different things you can use for that, kettlebells and TRX and barbells and dumbbells and machines. There's so many ways to do it. You want to be able to come into a gym and say, I'm bored doing my home workout, but here is 5 different ways I can do it. Or somebody's on my machine, there's a dozen different ways I can do it. You can mix and match those body parts that you choose to work that day and not be bored because you know a lot. So make a commitment to learn a lot about exercise, a lot of different techniques and a lot of good form so that you can continue. It's not about being home and healthy for a month. It's about being home and healthy for your life. Last set of these, legs straight. We're gonna go for 20. So pumping, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Other side. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, guys. So who needs these kind of workouts? Everybody. Your bodybuilders need it, because typically bodybuilders go in, they pump the heaviest weight possible. Sometimes they do cardio and it's jogging on a treadmill. They don't necessarily use those side muscles, which are your balance muscles. People who are trying to lose weight, they run, they jog, they get on an elliptical. They don't necessarily use the weight muscles to keep the rest of their body healthy. So you've got 200 something muscles in your body. They all need to be worked from different angles, different sides of that muscle. And so your body needs weights. You need to lift heavy in order to have lean strength, because lifting heavy means you get leaner and tighter. If you see somebody who is carrying a little weight, they may have good muscles, but they look bulky because they got a layer of fat over those muscles. When that fat goes away, muscle is lean. A skeleton looks like a skeleton, and muscle looks like muscle. So you get leaner and tighter. You need balance in there. You need flexibility in there, so that when you step sideways, you have the flexibility to step out and catch yourself when you fall. You have the flexibility to get down on the ground and get up. So quality of life is everything put in together. And if you're a bodybuilder, you're lifting heavier weights. And if you're, heavier weights and less sets, a bodybuilder can come in and do these deadlifts with an incredible amount of weight and just do 4 to 8 reps. We're doing 8, 10, 12, 15 reps. We are not gonna bulk you up. You pick up the heaviest amount of weight you can for 8 or 10 reps, and you're just gonna get leaner and tighter. So this is our last cardio, and then you're out of here. So we're gonna do our side. You're gonna do 20 and 20. So this way, picking up our hip, and go. Really push, last set of cardio to get your heart rate up. So what is that cardio doing for you? It is burning fat. But these little bursts that get your wind up, it does a couple things. It raises your hormones because you're doing a burst that makes you a little breathless. And that gives you energy and raises your metabolism for hours afterwards. Other side. Other side. Whoops, I'm bending my leg. I want to pick it up. Okay? So it also, because it's raising your metabolism, it's going to burn fat for the next 24 hours, which means not only are you going to have more energy over the next 24 hours, but you're going to be on the way to building some muscle, some flexibility, and being able to see that by burning off some fat. Okay? And 3, 2, 1. Done today. All right, let's go ahead and stretch out a little active stretching. You're going to hang on to something. You're going to put one foot forward, butt goes back. Scoop down or hang on to something. Scoop down so that you feel a stretch on the back of that leg in your butt. Okay? One more, and we're going to switch legs. So same thing. Butt goes back and scoop. Feel the stretch in the butt and leg as you come down. And again, if you lose your balance, either get it back or hang on to something. And then abdominals. Going to turn, hold a little twist. 1, 2, 3, little twist. 2, 3. Little twist. Little twist. Round out, pushing towards your knees. Arch back, look at the ceiling like you're going to do a back bend. Round over, round that back. Arch over like you're going to do a back bend. Sideways, your hand can come up or it can stay down. Leaning over, getting the stretch there. Other side. These stretches, these are active stretches. They're mimicking some of the things we're doing, but just going low enough to feel the stretch. Roll your shoulders back a couple times. But you can also hold those stretches for 30 seconds and then go slightly deeper. So thank you for joining me. We're gonna do 4 more workouts this week, and then again you do cardio, active cardio, biking, hiking, jogging on the weekend, and working around your house. And thank you from Anytime Fitness. Have a great day.